love lives here.
So today we are talking about in the quiet, love finds us. In the quiet, love finds us. But that kind of feels countercultural, doesn't it? Kind of like we're in this weird season, that we live in a season that feels anything but peaceful at the moment, that schedules expand, expectations rise, memories surface, excitement and grief walk hand in hand, right? We often hear, Jesus is the reason for the season, right? We often hear that, but really, my beloveds, the season is the reason for the season. Let me say that again. The season is the reason for the season. JTC was probably born in spring, not at Saturnalia, right? At December 25th, the Roman god of the Roman Saturn god, the festivities for that, right? It got moved because the Catholic Church, as they were trying to expand across Europe, realized that people were going to celebrate December 25th anyway. So how about we do something different? How about we add on the birth of Jesus, the baby, to this day, so that we're then celebrating this day with everybody else and all of their pagan traditions, which is how we get this mishmash of what Christmas feels like. Because, you know, baby lambs aren't born in December, are they? No. Any of you who, like, were in FFA, right? Or, what is it? The other one? The four-leaf clover one. 4-H. There we go. Yeah. You know, it's like your animal husbandry classes, yes, that you all took, I'm sure. At any rate, so we get into this excitement of the season, and we're running around hither, thither, and yon, right? But what is the earth trying to tell us? What is Mother Nature trying to tell us at this time? Slow down, right? But instead of slowing down, we ramp it up. Well, no wonder we're exhausted. No wonder we're tired, right? Because what is really wanting to happen, at least in the northern hemisphere, is that with all of that noise that's going on, what is really trying to happen is a quieter rhythm. It's a rhythm of the soul. It's the peace that calls us. And as we are moving into Advent, Advent invites us to tune into this peace. Today is the second Sunday of Advent, not that we celebrate Advent in the traditional way here at Centers for Spiritual Living, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But peace is the focus of that, and so it fits in perfectly with what we're talking about today, in the quiet. So peace is not a dream of a perfect life, right? Peace is the willingness to pause in the life that we already have. It's the breath before reaction. It's the softening of a tight shoulder. It's the moment that we remember, I don't have to do this all by myself. Ernest Holmes reminds us, in the silence of the soul, we find the source of all peace. And the silence of the soul is not empty, is it? No, it's full. It's full of guidance. It's full of clarity, full of love. Peace is the spiritual atmosphere that allows love to surface. So in this season of Advent, Advent traditionally means that it is the arrival of something hoped for. However, in New Thought, we hold a slightly different frame around Advent. We're not waiting for God to arrive, are we? No. What we're doing in Advent is actually we are preparing our consciousness to perceive what has always been there. So Advent then becomes a season of inner clearing it out, right? Clearing it away. So the first week of Advent was hope, the expectancy of good. And again, this week is peace, that inner atmosphere that makes recognition possible. Ernest puts it this way: peace is the power at the heart of God. So peace is not passive, it's not fragile. Peace is the unwavering center of our reality. And so when we touch peace, we are actually aligning with the divine nature itself. And when we align with peace and love, then love finds a way to express through us, to reach us, to express through us. So we're not waiting for love to show up, are we? No, we're not waiting for love to show up. What we're doing is we're making room for the love that's already there to come forth, making room to notice the love that is. But stillness is not always comfortable. When it gets too quiet, stillness is not always comfortable. Sometimes when we become quiet, the very first thing we meet is our restlessness, or our sadness, or fatigue, or the truth that we've been avoiding. But in New Thought, we don't deny the hard things. We simply refuse to give them the final word. Yep. Peace isn't threatened by what we discover in the silence. Peace instead meets us with compassion. It dismantles the lie of unworthiness. It allows love to reach those places that we have armored. Everything that rises within the quiet rises for healing. When we pause, we interrupt the momentum of habit. When we pause, when we breathe, we reset the nervous system. When we pause, we soften, and truth becomes audible. See, quiet is not an escape. Quiet is alignment. Peace is not withdrawal. Peace is strength, undergirded by presence. The Science of Mind text tells us that our nature is love. But to experience the love, we must enter into the space where the mind is no longer running the show. And quiet is how we return to ourselves. Quiet isn't always silence. Quiet is a shift. It's the moment that we stop bracing. It's the breath between thoughts. It's the turning toward the presence. In New Thought, we say that spirit is constant. It isn't waiting for the holidays to show up. It's not louder in December than it is in July. Spirit is the changeless reality behind all things, everywhere, always. But we access it more readily when we become intentional about our listening. Listening in the silence. As Ed so beautifully evoked, the still small voice speaks to us, but we must listen for it. That still small voice is love speaking, love guiding, love, our steady companion. But the volume at which we live our lives in this time, in this season, often drowns out the truth that's always been there. The truth that's always whispering, you belong, you are held, you are loved. You see, quiet isn't the absence of activity, it's the presence of awareness. Quiet is not simply turning down the external volume, it is releasing the internal noise. That noise of old stories, that noise of overwhelm, the noise of comparison, the noise of, I am not enough. So peace doesn't enter because our circumstances suddenly improve. Peace rises from a deeper truth that we are anchored in the divine. Question for you. Have you ever noticed that the moment you become quiet, truly quiet, something softens inside? Yeah? When we get truly quiet, peace descends. Your heart rate lowers, your awareness expands, your soul remembers itself. And in that spaciousness, love appears. Not emotional love, not conditional love, not performative love, but the love that is the one life expressing through all of creation. And this love is patient, it's persistent, it's creative. And this love will find a crack in your armor, a quiet moment, and then it'll slip through. It finds us in the car when we're thinking about something else. It finds us in a song that we didn't expect to hear. It finds us in the stillness of early morning or the gentle tears of nighttime reflection. And it finds us when we breathe and let the breath settle. And when this love finds us, something opens, a memory of our wholeness, a recognition of our belonging, a clarity that has been waiting. Holmes says that love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. So therefore, love is not passive. It's always seeking its expression through each one of us. Peace opens the window, my beloveds, but love is the light that pours in. Quiet is actually a spiritual technology. Quiet is how we tune into the frequency of love. So I'm going to invite you now just to close your eyes, if you're comfortable in doing so. If not, just have a soft gaze down the end of your nose. And take a few deep breaths here for me, or with me. And allow yourself to notice any sounds around you. Maybe it's the grumbling of a stomach, the hum of electricity, somebody uncrossing their legs, a cough, breath. Don't try and dismiss the sounds. See if you can get beneath the sound. Because beneath the sound is the quiet, the stillness that love is. Listen for the quiet beneath. awareness expands. Your soul remembers itself. And in this spaciousness, beneath the quiet, love appears. Love is. So I invite you to begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Not asking you to change it, just simply noticing it. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest. This rhythm of quiet. This rhythm of self-givingness, of ever-givingness, that Ernest Holmes defines as love. Notice that you are not breathing, but you are being breathed by the power and the presence. You are being breathed by love itself. And in fact, love is who you are. Peace is what you are. And you need take no thought for it. This is the love of Spirit maintaining and sustaining its beloved creation. You. It withholds nothing from you. It is peace and love in glorious expression. Here and now. In, through, and as. You. And so I invite you to now take a conscious, deep breath and let it go. And again, and this time, feel your feet on the floor. Begin to feel the vitality in your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And with the next breath, I invite you to return to this time and this space in this room. Welcome back. So what I'm going to invite you to do in the silence is move to tables where we will have the opportunity to discuss 3 questions today. Where in your life are you being invited into a little more quiet so that peace can rise? Number 2, how do you recognize the feeling of peace in your body and spirit? And what does it teach you about love? And the 3rd question, what simple practice could help you create a moment of peace during this season? All right, so homework. I love how everybody gets out their paper and their pens. It reminds me of when I used to teach high school. All right, here we go. So, once a day this week, or once a day, every day, pause for 2 minutes and place a hand on your heart and breathe gently. Then ask, what wants to be peaceful in me right now? What wants to be peaceful in me right now? Don't force anything, just let peace rise on its own from within. And then after a few breaths, ask, love, what are you trying to reach me? How are you trying to reach me today? Love, how are you trying to reach me today? You see that peace makes the space, and then love fills it. So you're putting your hand on your heart. You're asking 2 questions. What wants to be peaceful in me right now? Followed by love, how are you trying to reach me today? And then be sure and share your practice with us in the Morning Table Facebook group. We'd love to see how you're doing with your spiritual practices this week. So, beloveds, in a world that often feels divided, in a season where emotions can run high, in a time when people are tired, they're grieving, they're celebrating, they're hoping, choosing peace is not about avoiding life. It is meeting life with a clear mind and a softer heart. We practice peace, not only for ourselves, but for our community and our world. When you embody peace, you become a non-anxious presence. You become a sanctuary for others. You become a reminder of what's possible. And from that place, love expresses through you in ways that you might not ever see, but others definitely fully feel. Advent invites us to prepare a space within ourselves, not for something external to arrive, but for the truth within us to be recognized. Peace is the doorway. Quiet is the key. And love is the presence within. So this week, may you feel peace rise gently within you. May you experience moments of unexpected quiet. And may you trust that love is always finding new ways to reach you. And may you remember that you are the place where peace and love meet, here, now, and always. And so it is. Recognizing here and now that there is one life, one power, one love, one peace that passes all understanding. The peace, the harmony, the wisdom of the ages. This peace is the foundation. It is the font of creativity. It is the birthplace, the sacred womb of life, of love, expressing itself as the fullness and totality, the wholeness of all that is. For it is in the silence that creation comes forth. The silence of the soul, the silence of the mind, the quietude. That the seed of life, the seed of inspiration, gestates, grows, comes to fruition. And I know that this creative process is divinely ordained. is all happening in perfect order, in perfect harmony. And so I know that I am one with this infinite intelligence, one with this peace, that the womb of creation is within each one of us, residing in our hearts. It is the opportunity and the vessel for this divine creativity to make itself known and express as each one of us. So I speak this word here and now for this beloved community, Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that each one gathered here, each one who calls this community home, is a vessel for joy, is a vessel for light and love. That we are the manifestation of this. We are a vessel for peace in the world. And so I know that this week, wherever we go, peace is. Wherever we go, love is. Wherever we go, joy is. For we carry it with us. It is our very nature. And we share it joyously and willingly with all in whom we come in contact. We slow down and let the peace of the season, the quiet of the season, rise within us. And we share the love that it evokes. And for this I do give thanks. I give thanks for each one here, the love that they are, the indwelling peace. And I release this word now, assured of its manifestation. And so it is. So I invite everyone to please stand and let's share this affirmation together. I welcome peace into my heart, and in the quiet, love finds me. Here we go. I welcome peace into my heart, and in the quiet, love finds me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Is this thing called love?
It is this thing called love.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my body.
Love is in my body.
Love is in everything I do.
Love is in everything I do.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
I receive it.
I receive it.
And I move love forward.
And I move love forward
Because
because
love lives here.